Not only is it the Edinburgh Derby, but it's the out-of-form derby as the two worst current sides in the league on form meet at Easter Road. Welcome back, guys. Son of Scotland TV are ready to preview the Hibernian versus Hearts match. Something's got to change here. Something's got to give. Both sides have been on losing streaks, but however, when you come together, when you play each other, it's impossible for both teams to lose this match. So something's going to change. Either one of these teams are going to pick up their first win in about 10 years, or they might even share the points. But I can guarantee, unless something that we've never seen before in football happens, somebody today will be ending their losing streak. Hibernian have 4 league defeats in a row. The same as Hearts, to be honest. However, Hearts have got 5 defeats in a row in all competitions. So again, the form book, the form guide is completely out the window. These teams are just losing game after game after game. And now, it might be the perfect opportunity to play each other. We've already seen one El Sacchio earlier in the season when Hibs took on Aberdeen. This isn't an El Sacchio because Robbie Neilson has already been sacked. However, I think if Robbie Neilson was still at the club, you could argue this could be El Sacchio number 2 of the season, because whoever loses this is going to be in big trouble, especially now that you factor in Aberdeen beat Ross County last night. Aberdeen have now stretched their gap into 3rd place, and if Hearts don't win this, then Hearts are seriously, they're going to fall far behind Aberdeen. If they lose it, they'd be 5 behind. If they draw, they'd be 4 behind. With 6 games to go, I mean, that's quite a lot of points, and the reason I say that is because the old firm have been so strong this season that, if we're being honest, you would expect both Rangers and Celtic to win their remaining post-split games. So there is 2 games that you can't use to gain points. There's 2 games that you aren't going to be able to catch Aberdeen up. So before you know it, you're running out of games to catch Aberdeen here. So I think we need to win this. I think if we're going to get 3rd place, I think we need to beat Hibernian tomorrow, and it doesn't look good, guys. Our away form is not good. We've got 3 wins out of 16 matches. That is simply not good enough for for the team that is we all consider to be the 3rd best team in Scotland. So yeah, I mean, it's not good enough. Our home form's been great, but the away form has been the complete opposite of great. It's been absolute dog meat, cow manure, horse shit. You call it what you want. It's not been very good. But, the good news is we do have good form against Hibernian. In recent Edinburgh derbies, we've come out on top. We've won the last 2. We should have won the first Edinburgh derby of the season. We were denied thanks to a late Martin Boyle goal. And if I remember correctly, I think the ref actually played a little bit extra time. He scored I'm pretty sure he had it 5 minutes on. And I think Boyle scored after the 5 minutes, if I remember correctly. But we should have won that game. So we should have technically have won all 3 Edinburgh derbies this season. But here, as long as we win today, as long as we beat them at the half-12 kickoff, then that is good enough for me. And speaking of kickoff, guys, this game isn't televised. I think that's an absolute joke. So yeah, Sky Sports, I don't know if they've used their allocation of Easter Road games up, or maybe they're saving it for the split. Maybe they want to have one of the, Hibernian versus, I don't know, Celtic or Rangers games. But I think it's a joke. I think it's an absolute joke that this game isn't on TV now. I'm not too sure. It might be on like Hibernian TV or something. I don't know. If not, then I guess it's a legal stream all the way. But it sucks. I mean, come on, Scottish football. We get put over the barrel here with these horrible TV deals. I mean, we don't get that much money. They say that they can show up to 60 games, yet we're always showing about. We're showing about 30% less than what we're able to show. It's a joke. We should be showing all the big games. Every Edinburgh derby should be shown on Sky Sports. There's no fucking excuse for it, man. Honestly, I'm sick of this shite. But yeah, this game not on TV, not telephone. I mean, look, if Sky Sports can't show it, put it on BBC One, put it on BBC Scotland, BBC Alba, put it on something. It's an absolute joke that that we don't get to see this game. So unless obviously you're attending, then that's great. But if you're not, then you're having to watch a shitey stream and get about 10 million viruses on your computer. So yeah, that's not great. But speaking of team news, guys, Santa Clark has been training. Naismith said that it's touch and go whether Clark will play. I've got a feeling that he won't. I think it will be Ross Stewart. Even if Clark is, even if he's like deemed fit enough or whatever, I just don't think he'll risk bringing him back. I don't think he'll want to bring him back first game straight in against Hibs at Easter Road. So I think it will be Ross Stewart in nets, which, it's fair enough. I don't really think he's done that bad a job since coming in. So, I've no complaints with Ross Stewart. I know he's the third choice goalkeeper, but for me, I don't think we can blame him for anything that's happening lately. He's just been kind of thrown in the deep end. It's sink or swim. And at the moment, he's kind of just like trying to paddle his way to shore, I guess. I don't know. It's been a really poor run of form. But yeah, we need to win to keep up with Aberdeen. Hibs need to win to try and keep up with us. And if Hibs lose this, Hibs could be at the top 6 because Livingston have a home game at St Johnstone. If Livingston can win that and then Hibs lose this game, I believe that would put Livingston either 2 points or 3 points ahead of Hibs. And I think Livingston have a pretty winnable last game before the split as well. I'm not too sure who Hibs game's against, but yeah, if Hibs don't win this, then depending on the other results, depending on the Livy results, they could be in real danger of missing out on top 6, which would be a disaster for them. And like I said, for us, if we don't win this, then we could be in real danger of dropping too far behind Aberdeen and not being able to claw them back. Now, the bookmakers have got Hibs as favourites, and I am surprised by that. I know we've just sacked our manager. I know we're away from home. But I still believe that we have a much better squad than Hibs. I do genuinely believe that. I know we've got injuries. I know we don't have anywhere near a full-strength team right now. But I don't really rate the Hibs side. And Hibs also have injuries of their own. They do. So I think we've got right now, I still think we've got a better team than Hibs. And again, I don't rate Lee Johnson. And even though both sides are on poor run of forms, Hibernian are going into this game with Lee Johnson as their manager, and you can say he is behind the bad run of form. At least we have the new called, manager bounce. So with that into effect, I think that we will win this game. I do genuinely believe we will win. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Hearts victory. I don't know. I think we've just got Hibs' number. I think we would have won with Robbie Nielsen in charge as well, but I do think we'll win with Stephen Naismith. I think we get the new manager bounce. It does work. We've seen it work with Barry Robson this season. We've seen it work with Stuart Kettlewell. It does. A new manager comes in and all of a sudden the players start trying to play to try and get a game for the new manager. They want to be in his plans. They want to be in his setup, his systems. So you can argue it's bullshit that players tend to not try. They'll let the manager get sacked. They'll let the manager go down with the ship. And then as soon as somebody else comes in, they start trying. It is a bit pathetic, but we're used to that now. That's what happens in football. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go with 2-1. Sorry, not the most in-detailed and in-depth preview here, but I've got a throat infection or got some weird shit wrong with me, man. So yeah, I just have to try and do my best here. But yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-1 Hearts win. I will. Unfortunately, I'm working. We didn't get to see the game, so I'm talking about illegal streams. But it looks like it'll be BBC radio for me if I'm lucky. Maybe I'll get to watch, like, I don't know, a bit of the second half. But anyway, guys, that's it. Leave me your thoughts down below. Let me know your predictions for the game. I'm going to go 2-1 Hearts. And yeah, guys, I will catch you in the next one. But that's it, being on Scotland TV. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for the match review. It'll probably be later on tomorrow night. Like I said, I'm working tomorrow. So yeah, expect the match review later on Saturday. But anyway, guys, that's it. I'll catch you in the review. And until next time, peace.